If this looks like the reality of your life with your dog, everything you've learned so far about fixing this situation is wrong. Every dog trainer tells you the same thing. Use treats, be consistent, establish domination, be the alpha. But what if I told you that advice like that is exactly why your dog is not listening to you? In the next few minutes, I'll tell you why the $2 billion dog training industry has been lying to you, and the simple yet proven system that will finally give you the calm, well behaved, responsive dog that you've been desperately trying to create. But first, let me paint a picture of your life that probably looks like right now. So, every walk is a battle. Your dog starts pulling you on the leash as soon as sees another dog. It's a complete chaos. People stare and you feel embarrassed. At home also, it's a non-stop. Barking at every sound, jumping on guests. You can't even have a peace during dinner. You've tried everything. Treats, correction, tools and gadgets, YouTube videos. Maybe you even hired a dog trainer. But nothing sticks. And here's what's killing you. You love your dog, but you start resenting the constant stress. The guilt from that feeling makes everything worse. If nothing changes, 6 months from now, you'll be making excuses to avoid walking your dog and taking your dog into places. But listen, you're not broken. Your dog is not broken. You've been just attacking the wrong problem entirely. So imagine this instead. You grab the leash, your dog calmly walks beside you, no pulling, no drama. When you see another dog coming, your dog looks at you for guidance rather than losing its mind. At home, your dog is relaxed, content. It listens whenever you ask for it the first time. Your friends or guests want to come and see you more often now because your dog doesn't jump on them, and you feel proud of your dog. Your dog is confident as you are. You finally have the relationship that you always wanted. Now, here's what I have discovered after working with dogs for over 20 years. Your dog already has everything it needs to be calm and responsive. The problem is that we've been taught to work against what it works, which is their natural instinct, instead of working with them. I found that actually dogs don't need treats to be behaving. They don't need correction or dominance. What they're craving is actually much more simpler than you think. What that is a genuine connection with their humans through play and praise. Here's what's fascinating. Those dogs who learn through play and praise, they start responding within days, not weeks. They do it joyfully and without the food rewards. And they actually seem more joyful and happier and more relaxed because they finally understand their role in the family. You may say, well, I've heard promises like this before. And you're right to be skeptical, but here's why this is completely different. We're not trying to control your dog's behavior. We're building a relationship that makes good behavior automatic. But this isn't for everyone. If you're looking for a quick fix or you're not willing to invest time into interacting with your dog, this won't work. But if you're feeling tired and exhausted of fighting against your dog, keep watching. One of my students said her dog stopped pulling on walks within 3 days. No treats, no correction. Another one said couldn't believe how quickly her reactive dog became calm around other dogs. And the third one told me it was like having a completely different dog, but it was the same dog who finally felt understood. And listen, if you want to skip ahead and get a custom plan for your own specific needs, I'm doing free video calls this week. The link is below, but stick around because what I'm about to share will help you to understand what nothing has worked so far. More than 20 years ago, I was exactly where you are now. I had this anxious, reactive dog. It was a beagle actually. His name was Jonah. He was making my life miserable. Couldn't take him anywhere. Every walk was a nightmare. I was getting complaints from neighbors because he was barking. I tried everything: food-based reward training, balance training, and even I bought a shock collar, but I didn't have the guts to use it on my dog. And also, nothing worked for a long term. Then I faced a situation that my dog's behavior caused an incident. He attacked the dog at the dog daycare that we were sending him. So after that, he started becoming aggressive and reactive towards other dogs. That was my breaking point. I realized that I wasn't just failing my own dog, I was putting everybody and everything at risk. Then, when I started looking deeper, not just at dog training, like dog training philosophies and dog training techniques, but at the actual relationship between dogs and humans, what I discovered changed everything. Dogs aren't robots that they need to be programmed by treats or corrections. They are very intelligent animals that have been bred for thousands of years by humans so they can connect with humans. They want to work with us, not against us, because dogs have been bred and designed by humans for humans. So once I shifted from controlling my dog to building a relationship with my dog through play and praise, everything changed. Within weeks, my dog was calmer and he was more responsive, and he was the dog that I always wanted. That was the beginning of what it became, the perfect dog plan program. And now I'm sharing it because I know how desperate and exhausted you feel right now. Here's what every other dog trainer gets it wrong. They're trying to address your dog's behavior without addressing the real problem. You've tried treats. I guarantee you your dog only listens to you when you have treats in your hands or treats are present. You've tried correction too, so-called aversive methods, and yet your dog gets more anxious and more reactive. Probably you've used gadgets as well, aversive tools. Probably they work temporarily, but the behavior comes back. All of these have the same flaw. They're trying to manage the system rather than fixing the core issue or fixing the root cause. Think of it this way. Imagine you're trying to learn a new language, but every time you make a mistake, someone either bribes you with the candy or yells at you. First of all, you'd never actually learn the language. Actually, you become anxious and stressed because you never know when the candy or the corrections are coming up. That's exactly what we've been doing to our dogs. We're not teaching them how to communicate with us. We're just creating confusion and stress and anxiety around correction and reward. The real problem isn't that your dog doesn't listen. The real problem is that your dog doesn't know its place, its role in your life. They're stressed because they don't have clear communication and leadership from a person they trust. So when you use treats, you're basically telling your dog, I'll pay you to behave. And when you're using correction or aversive methods or tools, you're creating fear, but you're expecting good behavior. Neither builds relationship that your dog is actually craving. Once you understand this and once you start building connection instead of trying to control behavior, everything else becomes easy. This is why Perfect Dog Plan is completely different. Instead of focusing on obedience, we focus on relationship. Instead of treats and correction, we use play and praise. Here's how it works. There are 3 simple steps. First, we build connection through structured play and praise. Your dog learns that good things come and happens when you interact with them, not from food rewards. Second, we start developing a predictable routine through providing your dog's daily 5 essential needs. And third, we start developing a clear communication. Your dog starts learning its role in your family through daily consistent interactions, through play and praise, through obedience training. But all this only takes 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes of focused training. A few days a week and then practicing those things that you have taught and your dog has learned, we practice it in normal situation. That's all. I've been developing this method for over 20 years and I've worked with thousands of dog owners. It works because it's based on how dogs actually think and what they actually need. This is what happens when you work with your dog's nature instead of against it. This isn't about being perfect. You're not perfect, your dog is not perfect. It's about being consistent, calm, and connected. I've spent over 2 decades perfecting this method. I've worked with dogs at my daycare, trained hundreds of dogs, studied canine behavior, became a certified dog trainer, and this works because of methodology and not motivation. I've helped hundreds of anxious dog owners become calm, confident, reactive dogs become calm and responsive, chaotic households become peaceful. This works for your young dog, your older dog, rescue dogs, puppies. It works for busy dog owners, stay-at-home dog owners, work-at-home parents. It works because it's based on what actually dogs need. Here's what actually success feels like. You get up in the morning, you look forward to going for a walk with your dog, to spend time with your dog. Walks become more enjoyable rather than stressful. Your dog becomes the companion that you have always dreamed of. I feel that way every day with my own dogs, and you can feel it too. You feel proud when people comment on how well behaved your dog is, not only because it's cute, but how well behaved your dog is. You feel confident in situations that you used to be stressed and anxious before because now you trust your dog. The guilt and frustration disappears because you finally have the relationship that you deserve. So if you're watching this, you're ready for something different. You're tired of the chaos. You're tired of feeling that you're failing your dog. I want to help you to create a custom plan for your specific situation. That's why I'm offering a free video call where we'll map exactly what is missing and what you need to do to fix it. This isn't a sales pitch. Whether you work with me or not, you'll get a clarity of what needs to be done and how to make this change to happen. Here's the thing, you're on a crossroad. You can keep doing what you've been doing and hope that something changes someday, miraculously it changes, or you can take action now or get the results that you want. The spots are limited because I take the calls personally myself, and if you wait, you're just going to spend more months dealing with the same frustrations. Click the link below, pick a day and time that works for you, and that's it. Within 30 minutes, you're going to have a clear understanding of how to transform your relationship with your dog. Or you can keep struggling alone. The choice is yours. But don't let another day go by feeling frustrated and guilty about the relationship with your dog. Click below, book your free call. Let's fix this together. I'll see you then.